What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys already don't know, my name is Ashley, so we're going to get straight to it, okay? I know why you guys clicked on the video, so let's go ahead and get to it. So I failed my first semester of nursing school. Want to know how I did that? Guys, y'all, I'm going to explain it. So this goes back to 2023, and I am currently at LPN getting my RN. And so I'm doing the advanced placement program. And yeah, so I remember, guys, I remember receiving the acceptance letter. I remember just like the process of everything. I was super excited. At the time, I was in a relationship. Yeah, at the time I was in a relationship when I, got accepted into the program. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I immediately told my man at the time, I was like, babe, I got accepted into nursing school. He's excited. I'm excited. We're all excited, right? Yeah. So at the time, we were currently working on the house and like building and everything, remodeling the home. And immediately we had this business room. We were like, oh, let's go ahead and work on the business room. So we ended up working on the business room together. It was pretty much supposed to be ready by the time I started nursing school. Well, guys, me and him ended up breaking up before nursing school, which kind of forced me into my own place. And that's where I am now. It's my home. And yeah, it wasn't the easiest process. It was very difficult for, I want to say like 6 weeks I lived with my sister. And then when I went to sign for my house, it was actually Friday the 13th. Wow. Okay. That sounded so crazy, right? But I had already started school that Monday. So I was already in the process. So man, like when you buy a house, I had an inspection. I had my list, like the inspection report and everything. And yeah, I don't think my brain, like my mind, I don't even think I was there. Like I was there physically, but I wasn't there mentally. And when I tell you, you have to, every time before you go into the nursing program, you have to take a math test. Guys, I failed it. Failed the math test. So then I had to do a bunch of I had to do a bunch of practice before I went and retook the test. And then when I retook the test, I aced it immediately. So then I had to go to the skills lab because I think there's about 2 skills, I believe, 2 or 3 skills, 3 skills, I believe, that you have to do in the lab. Guys, I failed the head to toe assessment. Mind you, none of this is funny because y'all was stressed. I was stressed. I was like, Ashley, what is going on? Oh man, it was rough. Okay, and then they let you take it over again and, pass the skills or whatever. I ended up actually passing all of my skills by the end of the semester. But before we got to the end of the semester, I failed the first test. Get it? Like I failed. I was not doing that great. So by the time, and it's crazy because while I was in nursing school, I just had a lot going on. When I had my inspection report, they were like, I needed a new roof. And mind you, this was all the stuff that I knew I had to get taken care of before I moved there. But I didn't realize how much time I wasn't giving to nursing school and how much time I was literally giving to everything that I had going on personally. I would be sitting sometimes in class on my phone, texting like the roofer, different things that I was getting done at my house. I even got my screen door placed. Like I think I was in, I don't even know where I was at that time. I don't know. I just wasn't doing that well, honestly. And I remember even in clinicals, my clinical instructor, shout out to you, she was great. She actually was great. At the time, I wasn't there, guys. Like, I wasn't there. And I remember me and her, we would be talking. And I remember she was like, because I wasn't doing good in clinicals either. So I remember me and her talked. And she was like, Ashley, like, I need you to dig deep. Like, because in order to pass the program, like, pass the class, you have to pass clinicals. So I need you to dig deep. So the whole program started in January and it was done by April. When I tell you guys, I started pushing myself, I want to say in April. I was pushing myself by the last day, or I think it was like the second to last day of clinicals. No. Yeah. Yeah, it was like the second to last day of clinicals. I walked in there and I knew what I was talking about. I just knew everything I was talking about. My clinical instructor was like, wow, Ashley, like, you're doing great. Like, you took what I said and ran with it. You went home, you studied, and you came back and you knew your stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I know my stuff. Like, I was feeling proud of myself. Guys, y'all, what I didn't realize is it was too late. It was too late. I remember sitting down with my teachers and we were talking about my grades and everything, and they were telling me, Ashley, you gotta get like, I don't know, like above a 70 on the finals to pass or something like that, or 75 or something. And yeah, guys, I came up short. So the whole actual marking period, I was failing. I was in the 60s. Every test I took, it was pushing my grade up a little bit and a little bit. So guys, by the time I finished nursing school, I had a 69. Guys, when I see my grade, the way I boo-hooed, I was like, and I started crying. But before I cried, my teacher called me, and me and her, we talked or whatever, and she's like, I'm just making my phone calls, and my heart's like this. I'm like, hold on, you're calling me for two reasons. I either did amazing and I passed after flunking the whole semester, or you're calling me to let me know that I did not pass. Well, guys, yeah, she called me to let me know I didn't pass. And the way I just had tears, like, it's crazy because I don't even think I was blinking at that point. And guys, if you ever cried, I'm talking about that cry where, like, you don't even have to blink to cry. You don't even have to force tears. Tears were just rolling down my eyes, like, instantly. I was like I didn't know what to do. Like, I was like, is there any way? She's like, but you passed the finals. I was like, yeah, that's good, but it's not good enough. So I was like, wow, like, and I was so upset because you need a 70 to pass, and I was literally right there. I'm not going to get into specifics of the 69 point whatever I got, but it was a point something. But it didn't matter to me. I was like, I failed. You know what I mean? I failed. Like, what? I can't do nothing with it, right? So, yeah, the whole semester, I just, like, now that I can sit back and evaluate it, I'm like, Ashley, you weren't focused. Girl, you were not focused. You were literally in your own head. You were worried about everything. And, of course, I was worried about my house. I was trying to get myself together after a breakup. I have children. I wanted to make sure the house was good. And I just think I was losing focus. And not just like my house, I was actively going through a breakup. It was so emotional because this wasn't somebody that I was just with and I was like, oh, boo, like, whatever. This was someone that I was connected with. And me and him split up at that time. And sometimes after a breakup, low-key, you may spiral. And I felt like I was spiraling. Like, I just felt like I was honestly losing myself. And I didn't know what else to do, but I was going out. I was hanging out with friends. I was going on dates. I was doing everything but studying. And when I would study, because I believe I do very well on my tests when I really, like, I zone in. Like, I'm very much focused. And I don't think I was giving myself that. Like, I think I was just kind of like, all right, I'll study 20 minutes the night before the test. What is 20 minutes? 20 minutes is nothing. Yeah. And it called out to me. I was like, I can't believe that I just flunked. Like I flunked. But looking back, I'm like, Ashley, you could have gave yourself more, more time into your studies. The living situation would have been what it could have been. I mean, I bought a house. I definitely could have just went and rented an apartment. But I was looking at the apartment prices and I was like, this is how much and that's how much. I might as well buy a house. So yeah, I ended up buying a house, and I flunked everything. Like, I flunked the semester, and it's crazy because I literally was praying to get into nursing school, and I just think once the breakup happened, I lost myself, guys. Like, I lost it. And yeah, looking back at it now, I'm like, wow, Ashley, there was so many things that you could have done differently. I could have waited to get my roof fixed, but I was nervous. I was like, wait, is this roof like with the original house? Like, I don't know. Like, it, and like I said, this is all the stuff that came in, like the inspections. I already knew the stuff that needed work done. And they did say the roof was something that needed to be done like ASAP, but I could have probably pushed it off for a couple months. But I was like, no, it's okay. Like, I just want to get this stuff done. I just wanted to be more so comfortable in my house. And yeah, like I said, I started off by failing the math test. I failed the skills, head to toe. And I'm like, bro, it's a head to toe. Like, Ashley, how'd you do this? But it was because I wasn't putting much time into the skills lab either. And then my first test, I failed, and I was like, bro, like, how could you fail this, Ashley? What? Yeah, you really wasn't. You wasn't really mentally there. You were physically there, but not mentally there. And I learned a huge lesson. They gave me a retention plan, and they don't let you just get back into nursing school the next semester. They make you wait a few months. So school was done in April, like the end of April, and then I couldn't go back to school until January. So fast forward, January 2024 comes, and I'm like, Ashley, you ain't feeling nothing. Nothing. You're not feeling anything. And when I tell you guys, I started off my LPN to RN program. I started off passing my math test. I passed my skills, and I passed all my tests. I said I'm not failing nothing. Period. I'm not failing. I'm passing everything. And I learned a huge lesson. So nursing school is no joke. It's no joke. It's nothing to play around with. It's something that requires 100% of your time. Okay, what I mean is like 100% like dedication, because you can't give 100 in with everything going on. Like, even I have kids, I have family, I have responsibilities, I have a job. I just have things going on, but it really requires commitment and dedication, discipline. You have to be ready to learn. You have to be ready to jump in and understand what the material is being taught, and also studying on your own. Don't just show up to class and be like, hey, I'm expecting you guys to teach me. No, you have to put in that time on your own. And then you go to school and be like, so you go to school, and then it's more of like a refresher to be like, oh, what did I have questions on last night while I was studying? Excuse me, teacher, I was studying such and such, and now I need help when it comes to whatever it's being taught at the time. But yeah, guys, I failed my first semester of nursing school, and obviously it pushed back my graduation, and I was supposed to graduate in May of 2024, and now I'm graduating in May of 2025. But guys, I'm almost there. So, but yeah, I said I'm not going to feel nothing. I made sure I put in my time to study. I have these concept maps that I look over all the time. I have my books that I'm looking through. I I have the material that's needed to study, and I've been doing great ever since. The LPN to RN program is 3 semesters, so I failed my first semester, and now I'm on my third semester. So I retook the first, I passed, retook the second, both classes, and passed, and now I am on my third semester with 2 classes, and I'm currently on one of the 2 right now. Not failing nothing, y'all. Not failing nothing. I am ready to pass everything, and I will pass everything. And yeah, so I don't know who is going through nursing school, but you guys, it really does require a lot of commitment, and you have to make sure that you're setting aside time for your studies. And in school, I believe all programs are like this, but they open up the modules so they can let you see the material that's being taught for the semester. So they sometimes give you like pre-work. I would strongly suggest that you guys do the pre-work. It helps me because, like I said, now you know what's being taught. If you have any questions about anything, or you're like, I'm not sure about such and such, then that material you can take to your teacher and they can explain it more in depth. But yes, guys, thank you for tuning into my video. If you guys have any questions, or you want any tips on anything when it comes to nursing school, the process, getting into it, just let me know. Comment down below. Anyways, guys, thank you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.